Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria, Misty's Island, episode 23. We're coming towards the end. Phyre has shown his hand, and it's a big fat ace. 1,000 years can do this. 1,000 years can expose your ultimate designs. Hunk Papa, who are you playing as, and what are you going to run away from?
Hello, I am Hunk Papa, also known as Jesse Zulif. I am an author and game master, and I'll be playing Butterscotch.
He's got plans. Butter's got plans. We've been talking about off camera. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Golden, who are you playing as? Introduce yourself, and who are you playing tonight? What are your plans for your character?
Survive, for one thing, hopefully. But, hello everyone, I am Prince Golden Glow, a part-time DM, and, I'm playing the very stressed out and very scared Silver Flare.
Oh, yes. The world is literally on fire.
Currently, our forces are a griffin with muddy water, a pony with ice and lots of it, two robots with a decent amount of water, and then a screaming robot.
Yep.
And a worm, and a sub.
Not just
and a gummy butter.
Yep. Not just any.
And a gummy butter.
False butters. Yes, a clone.
False butters, yeah.
Because butters creep the hell out of Silver.
So what happened last time?
Because I fucked up.
What happened last time? It's very exciting last time.
For protection of all living things on Misty Island, and I was not specific enough.
Well, you said you wished everyone was protected, right? You wish that every creature was protected.
Every living creature.
Yep.
And, here's hoping a lich doesn't count as living.
You don't even know, man. You don't even know. So what's everybody's plans? So last time we left off, what happened?
Survive,
hopefully.
hopefully.
What
Butters had made a couple of Jello octopi,
Kids.
and he's caring for them, teaching them how to. That's all he did.
He's making an army of bars, but they're still children. Then it's too early. Too early for this.
Yeah. And what about Silver? What's Silver doing?
Ah!
I mean, besides screaming, what else is he doing?
I'm such an idiot. Trying to get as much shite as possible that can help us win this. Mostly water. Lots of water. We need water. We really need a lot of water.
I think if we made more glue, that would be handy.
Also good, except for the fact that hot things melt it.
No, water melts it. Water melts it. That's why it was specifically designed against fire. Fire is not going to be able to melt the glue concoction we made.
True. Well, that's something I can do. So, alternating daily. Get water, get glue. Get water, get glue. Shoot some things with water, shoot other things with glue. And then hopefully charm that wyvern thing.
Okay, so I need to be very clear as the DM and Game Master. This game session, you will want to use your tokens of friendship, right? To be very clear, I have tokens of darkness. You have tokens of friendship. Please use them. Definitely use them. I will be coming at you very hard and very fast. You guys will have moments, days to plan and plot, right?
So will he. Which is great.
I mean, he's already had 10 days. He's pretty much showed his hand. I give you guys this time to set up what you're going to do and what you're seeking out, right? So,
here's hoping we didn't.
I want you to be very clear.
Midnight's still trapped.
Me as the DM, right? Right? Me as the DM. I'm wanting you to use your tokens of friendship. Please use them. A natural one could be very devastating, okay? So let me be very, very specifically and very clear here. This is the last 2 game sessions. I'm going all out. I am becoming much more of an adversarial DM, as it should be at the end, right? I've given you all this time. I've given you guys prep time. I've given you guys things to do. You guys have collected. You guys have made your choices. And now it is time to reap the rewards and benefits and consequences as they unfold before you. Who knows what events you have done and have not done. Are we ready to begin the last 2 episodes of Tales of Equestria, Misty's Island? I think we're ready to begin.
Hopefully.
All right. Misty's Island, when they first arrived here, was a cloaked and mist. Unbeknownst to them, Phyre had been designing plans for over 1,000 years. This army is not designed to conquer Misty Island. No, he's already done that. This is much, much bigger. What are the players currently doing?
Butters has had some time to recover, so he is going to start using his Tinker charges to build a submarine it'll be able to run on land, but also underwater, and he gets to work on that immediately.
Excellent. Is that your day's event? Is that what you're doing today?
Yes.
In the distance, you see the army. You didn't roll very well last time, so I don't tell you what the little things you saw, but you definitely saw some big things. And I will recap on what you saw on the big things. Okay? So you saw what appeared to be a massive drake, right? Large beast. Appears dragon-like without wings. It has a fiery breath, so you see it like in the distance, like open its mouth, its giant maw, and spew forth like this flame. It almost appears to be a volcano unto itself. Not the size, just the spout of flame, right? You also see his massive
sort of the size.
Plant. Well, no, his size isn't that big, but his power definitely is. Is torching. Burning breath definitely is. You also see a giant plant. Appears to be... somebody said that they've been in the Everfree, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Some sort
I've
of...
probably run through once.
Plunder seed. Those that are aware are going to quickly discover that Misty's Island is starting to transform. And not in the good way. You missed that. Oh, you saw this giant smoke monster. You guys don't know what this is.
Yeah,
you have not encountered
thing.
this. You do see it. It's a massive cloud-like shape, ambiguous at best. But the smoke monster off of Lost? That's a good equivalent, right? You're not quite sure what that is. And then, of course, you've seen what appears to be a Pegasus whose hooves and mane is on fire. You also see what appears to be a changeling and what appears to be a pony of sort. That's mane's on fire and hooves are on fire. And that's all you guys saw. There's much more. There is much more. However, you guys did not succeed the roll. Yep.
And then there's just the flood of steel.
Yes, of course. You do see a
There's the
massive
initial
army
flood of
that
steel.
appears to be a massive army of metal-like ponies and armor. Yep.
Monka Giga. Okay.
Yep.
Screamy Burb. .mp4.
That is what you see. Also, you guys notice that the forests are starting to burn. The wind is changing, and the volcanoes themselves are starting to fire off ash and rock into the forest. You notice like this seems to be some form of magical assault, but you're not quite sure what it is, right? It's just lava.
He's launched the nukes.
No, it's not that bad. It's just...
It's
It's been 10 days. The moisture in the air is pretty much practically zero. So think of it as a very dry heat, right? And the plants and stuff are starting to dry out and beginning to burn.
Okay, good. Getting as much water as I can now then. Well, we still have it.
Well, Butters is currently building a submarine that can walk on land, correct? Tell me who is currently
the ultimate all-terrain vehicle.
in your company, Butters. Who's currently in your company?
There's a bunch of brownies and a bunch of jelly off.
He's got a small brownie pony, 2 octojellies, and the breezies that are currently with him.
That's correct, yes. Anything else, Butters?
That is all. Well, he's got Penelope there with him as well.
Yes.
But as far as he's aware, that is all that is there with him. His duplicate, however, is with the main party.
Yep. And we don't know this.
Nope.
Which is good. Because
So-
when Butter gets KO'd, he's gone. Like, I can't even heal him.
We get the camera, right? The camera scoots over to Silver. Who's with you, Silver?
I've already covered it pretty much. We've got clone Butters,
Mhm.
two robots with some water, a screaming robot, a screaming Silver Flare, and Ice Goddess. Basically.
Silver, despite the heat, you notice that it's much cooler around Misty than it is anywhere else. The heat does not seem to affect you as much.
That's very good. But, still.
In
Yeah,
the
Silver's
distance,
panicking.
we see the volcanoes erupting. Right. Currently, it is just a normal day. What are you guys doing?
Normal day.
Just a normal day on Misty's Island.
Everything's burning. This is fine.
Everything's fine. Nothing to be worried about. Nothing to be afraid of.
How close are we to where I met the hag?
You see here, see here. It's in the swamp. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah,
Where you last saw the Kelpie? Are you talking about the Kelpie?
The one that charmed the hell out of me.
Yeah. What about her?
I was asking how close I was to her. Like, could we get to her?
You're
Like,
not
is she on
quite
the
sure
way?
where she is now.
Where we found her? Like, is she on the way?
Where you last encountered her, it was to the south. Actually, between you and Butters.
Monka. That's great. That's really helpful.
I'll actually mark it for you guys. I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Pretty sure it was right here. Yeah. But yeah.
Where's that swamp witch when you need her? Oh boy. Nothing much to do now but walk to our deaths. Let's go.
And you were saying something about wanting to make the glue in your days?
What?
So what are you doing? That's my question. What are you doing?
I'm gonna start collecting a bit of water while there's still some left.
Excellent. You easily collect the water. It's currently swampy. Yep. Currently
Yeah,
swampy.
I'm gonna collect water while there's still water to collect.
How much are you collecting? And how are you storing this?
That's probably gonna strap a few bottles worth. I have bottles. I have alchemy bottles. I have bottles. Gonna strap a few bottles worth onto I don't know. I guess what was the screaming one again?
What do you mean screaming?
The robot. The robot. We have Pestel, Fiddleneck, and Jangle.
Jangle. Yeah, Jangle's the one that's.
Just gonna
the
strap
one
him on a Jangle.
Yep. Okay.
Just so we have backup water.
Excellent.
Because we're gonna need it.
Excellent. Anything else?
Just gonna get a shite load of water, and then I guess also make a bit of glue, if at all possible.
Yeah. Go ahead and
Alchemy
roll
and
it.
glue.
Oh yeah, you're not here. Give me a second. Alchemy. You rolled a 4.
It's not a 1 at least.
That is very true.
It's gonna be like a D4 worth, hopefully. It's enough for Pestel to shoot something.
What are you making it out of? The glue, I mean. What are you making it out of?
Or in a Mars, so probably some kind of mud, tree sap, if possible.
Sure.
Basically
Easily
every
accessible.
sticky thing ever, and then adding in like a couple chunks of fire. Well, I'm making slime. I'm making fireproof slime.
3x.
Effectively, that dries into glue.
Slime.
Swamp glue.
Fireproof.
Swamp glue.
Fire
Swamp
glue. Swamp glue.
Flame glue. Swamp glue. Swamp glue, fire glue, whatever the hell.
Okay, 3x swamp glue. That's what you've done today.
That's good.
Night approaches. What are you guys
Swamp glue
doing?
and a shitload of swamp water. Silver Flare is becoming Swampert. Oh boy.
Butters makes sure that his submarine is going to be waterproof, and then he goes to bed.
Excellent. Everyone roll me that sweet survival.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Navigation.
Night navigation. Yay.
You rolled a 12, Silver. You're fine.
Yay. And then Butters.
Nope. We're gonna go ahead and spend those 3 tokens now.
Excellent. You automatically succeed, Butters. Tell me how
Yeah,
you
wonder
succeed, as you rolled a natural 1.
He was more focused on finding a good spot near the river, but the breezies pointed out to him that he's probably a little too close, as he was already hoof deep in that they might get washed away.
Whoops. I mean, bright side, you can have the breezies heal you when your clone is hitting the shit beat out of them.
No, this is the actual Butters.
I know, but I'm like speculating when
Delicious.
we actually get to.
Yes,
the
they are shared stamina. So if it takes damage,
Yeah.
the breezes could heal the real butters, and the fake butters would
and
regain
subsequently
stamina as
heal
well.
the fake Butters, so I can focus on healing me
Delicious.
and Misty
Delicious.
and the robots.
It's a good start. Good start right there.
By the way, you can't heal the robots.
No.
Fuck.
You have to repair them. It requires repairing. Requires like a
Okay,
tinker skill.
so
Yep.
we just need Jangle to shoot everything and not get hit.
All right. The night passes by uneventfully. It is a new
Blastoisaurus.
day, and Phyre begins to march out.
Main Butters is going to go into the river and start sailing over.
Excellent.
Yep.
Roll me
Oh,
that
God.
sweet navigation. You're fine, Butters. You're fine. Silverflare, what are you doing?
Yeah. What did you say, Butters?
I was just going to say Fake Butters is going to use the remaining charges to repair the automaton.
Excellent.
That would
Sounds
count as his action for the.
Let's see here.
And
Which automaton? I assume
more
you're
water, more
referring
glue.
to
That sound good.
Fiddleneck.
That sound good.
Yeah, some of them, they're not all at full health, so he would be
You have to spend
repairing
half
a little bit
the
of.
charges, right? Half the charges
Yes.
in order to repair.
Yep.
And you spent half your charges for the submarine too.
Yeah, the submarine should be built like a castle.
Right.
Because I did spend the appropriate charges for that.
Excellent. So how many charges are you spending? He's currently down 26 HP.
I know. I'm only going to heal him the remaining 10 that I have.
Oof. Okay.
That's all that I can do.
Monka S.
It's fine. Everything's fine. Starting
Oh,
the
God.
party with a half health. That's not good.
How much health am I at?
That's a good question. You are currently 26 out of 32. I'll give you one
Nice.
hit point because you healed. Everybody gets 1 point of stamina back once per day. Just for waking up.
Yep. And here's the question. Since Butters and Butters' clone are both going through a new day, do they both heal one and then therefore heal two?
Oh, it's shared
Rip.
stamina,
that's
so
right.
just the
It's
main
one
butters
pool.
would.
It's one pool. That way, if you are knocked unconscious, you still recover one hit point, no matter what. Assuming that you make it through the day. Everybody roll me perception as you notice the
Yep.
army coming down the mountains.
Mind roll.
They seem to be moving at the same pace as you guys are. But as you notice, nothing different. It's the same stuff you see as the other day. Same stuff.
Oh boy.
There's mind. Oh, you rolled a 15. There we go. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Silver. That's when you notice several other things that are there. You notice what appears to be like these small, tiny candle lights. They look like candle lights, but they seem to be some sort of fiery spirits illuminating the way.
Fire.
Running around, catching stuff on fire. You
Will-o-the-wisps.
also notice
Great.
what appears to be a secondary, smaller army marching with them. It appears to be the army of candy corn.
Oh my god, they return. So here's the question. If I'm good enough to see candy corn,
I'm
do I
not done
see
yet.
if midnight is there?
I'm not done yet. Give me a second here. Let me finish off saying this. That's when you also notice the pumpkins you had encountered earlier. Those scary, monstrous
Yeah, those
pumpkins that tried to
things.
eat you. They are with
And
the army
succeeded?
as well. Almost
Of course
succeeded.
they
Yeah,
are.
the big one did. The Pumpkin King, as you recall, is amongst the ranks.
Didn't I kill that one? Damn it.
No, you didn't. You didn't smash him. You didn't smash the pumpkin.
Smash.
Ba-ba-bum. And that's when you notice these small maze moths flying around. You notice
Yeah,
something.
there they are.
Yep.
I was wondering what they're here.
And then you notice a large amount of what appears to be armored ponies. And you rolled a 15. That is currently all that you see right now.
So no midnight.
Oh,
here's
you
something.
also see what appears to be a black wolf with a blue-like tail. Yeah. It appears to be like smoke and ash covered. It's a fiery, wispy appearance. It seems to be leading the fire creatures. You have not encountered this creature before. You do not
Fire
know
mage.
what that is.
Until it happens, I'm dubbing him the Fire Mage.
You might want to ask someone who's traveling with you, who is intimate with
New forces with the new forces. from a thousand years since she's been with him.
You asked Misty.
You know, why not? I saw a wolf eating creatures of fire. Are you familiar?
I have not seen this creature before.
There it is.
You pointed
That
out
was
to her?
that was out of character.
You
There
pointed
it
out
is.
to her.
That was
Oh, there it is, right there, right there. She says, "It's a good question." She says, "No, I do not recognize that creature. This is not one of my children."
What about the gummy worm? Maybe you can ask him. He was in league with Phyre for a little bit.
You asked the fireworm. Fireworm agrees.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, like, so you say to ask the people in my party.
Or
I'm like, I know, they probably don't
Firefox.
know.
Firefox probably knows everything about Phyre's army.
Yeah. Firefox, I saw a wolf leading I assume will-o'-the-wisps and other creatures. Do you recognize the wolf?
I require a charm roll. Currently, Firefox is not pleased.
Yeah,
with the party.
I'm blowing a glibness because I'm gonna need it.
Okay, you're drinking of a potion of glibness? Okay. So you
Yeah,
get
why
an
not?
upgrade dice. I'm marking off this
I'm
potion
gonna
of
need it.
glibness.
I'm very much gonna need it.
Bum, bum, bum. Don't forget you also have a potion of beach speak. You now
Beach
have
speak?
2 potions of glibness.
Yep, I'm gonna need one if we find the hag again. Or witch, not a hag. Wrong.
You currently
wrong
have a die 10.
Works for me. Good
You
enough.
rolled a crit.
Might as well.
It's
I
still a
needed
10.
that.
It's still a 10. It's still good.
It's still useful.
And it's against
There's the D12 help me.
Firefox. Jesus.
Did he roll off? Roll off.
Nope. You rolled a 13.
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So I ask him and nothing happens. I'm not gonna waste things on a name. I'm not gonna waste tokens on a name.
Okay. So you ask him, right? You nudge Firefox and say, "Hey, who is that? Who is that fox or that wolf over there?" He growls at him but says nothing.
Arrival. Do you at least know his name? Nothing.
Yeah, you get nothing. He's clearly
All right, tell
mad.
them I'm dubbing him.
You do
dubbing him
see
Fire
the
Mage.
fiery hair, the back part of his neck rise up, right?
So
Clearly,
is
Firefox
is
does
blue
not
fire
like
for
this
the wolf's
creature.
tail?
So
tail is like blue
Firefox
fire?
is red, right? This creature
And
has
then
more of
the-
ash and smoke, and has blue for a tail, and he has some
Like
sort
blue.
of item. Or let me describe it. He has blue eyes, blue tail. Yep. And he appears to be very wispy.
Like blue fire or like a watery
Like blue fire.
Like
A blue fire.
yeah, I was about
A
to.
more intense fire, yep.
then
Firefox
I
does not
took
tell
up
you,
in the
but
fire
you
mage.
do get the clear impression that they are not friends.
If all else fails, will you at all help with the fire mage? And I gesture on my shoulder to the wolf. You clearly don't seem to like him much.
I don't.
So I'm grasping at straws. I'm so low on plans that if we lose this, there won't be peace.
You promised me peace.
And I'll
Little
need
Griffin.
your help to get it.
Are you asking for his help?
at least a bit of it.
Okay.
You know,
are you rolling a
maybe.
charm? Are you rolling a charm?
Yeah, my glibness should still be up, so
Yes,
hopefully.
Yes. This is all part of the same conversation, I assume. You have a die 10.
Yep.
You rolled a 2.
I will spend 3 tokens of friendship for him to succeed on this.
Okay,
Auto
thank
succeed.
you,
Okay.
Butterclone.
Excellent. He finally like breaks down, right? Tell me how your friendship, Butters, beats down his like defenses, right? His
This is Shadow. This man is
He-
Shadow and Personic.
Fake Butters just walks over and just gives him a hug. Sometimes that's all that's
Oh
needed.
god, you're melting a bit. You're melting a bit now. This man's made of fire.
you hug
This
him.
man's about to hug this hot
Butters,
fire.
And it succeeds, right? He's hugged and he says, That's Ashwolf.
That's... And
He
you
is
do have
now
history.
Phyre's new right paw dog.
I can see why
Phyre cast me
like
aside
both of us.
and replaced me with him. You see why I didn't want to talk about it? He growls.
Yes, I'm sorry for making you relive that, but your aid would be greatly appreciated. And,
Butters gives him another hug.
you know,
You were
helping
friends, buddy. We're
bring the
friends.
peace you need.
Friends. The hug works. It allows you to hug him. Despite this, like he continues to stare at the distant figure, and
There's
like the
like a
hair
second
on the back of
where
his the hair on the back
Silver
of his
just like wraps a wing around him.
Yeah.
There's like a bit of hesitation because hot fire, but eventually just get the wing around him.
he does not burn you.
Oh, that's good.
Although you felt his flames before.
Yeah,
Definitely felt
that's
his
what I
flame
was
before.
hesitation, but like when I'm not being burned, there's a good sign of I can continue this. Good. So now there's a living pillow just against him then. So I'm very soft.
Excellent.
Actually, I'm not very soft. I'm in armor. I'm dumb.
He says, Phyre is very, very wise. When he sees a weakness, he attempts to exploit it. He puts one against the other. And that's how he challenges his generals and lieutenants to become
Yeah.
better. There's a rift within them. Possible exploitation. But not as they are
In
now.
one side of the generals against the other generals.
That is his goal and plan. That way they are busy fighting each other, and they don't have to worry about others.
And if we
No one will
escalate
betray
them-
Phyre if they are fighting among themselves.
That is a plan. Thank you, Firefox. That's greatly appreciated.
There are secrets that even I do not know. He growls at this, right? He would keep secrets even from me.
And that's a leader no one wants to follow.
What choice did I have? He made me. Would you
Well-
disobey your father?
I had to a few times, actually.
As I am now. He growls at this. Still confused, right? How
But-
quickly I was replaced.
Yes, and that's a horrible thing to do. And now you have a choice. choices? Friends?
Butters turns to Misty and asks, "Would you be their mother?"
Are you?
Like
I
a
assume you're rolling like the fire creatures.
Yes.
Roll me a charm.
What is it with you trying to make Misty be everyone's mom?
Yeah, that is kind of weird, but sure, why not?
I'm going to spend a token to... Actually, no. I'm going to spend 3 tokens. This is the time. I'm going to spend 3
my
tokens to
God.
auto-succeed.
Excellent.
Why must you make Misty be everyone's mom?
This is a family dispute to Butters. Phyre keeps making these creatures without Misty, and they don't have any love and compassion in their life. If Misty cares for them like she cares for the creatures that they've made together, I think things would be a lot better at Misty's Island. And it would give us an opportunity to explain that their father is not the only thing that would care for them.
Honestly,
She
if you
says-
use that as your argument, that could work with Firefox too.
This island is my home, and having such creatures to care for would be something that I would cherish greatly. Although they are not of my creation and of that of Phyre's. I could do this.
Butters looks at Firefox and nudges him and just kind of like puts out his hands like, huh?
Damn it.
Oh my god. Okay, I need you to roll me a charm with Firefox because you're literally like, hey buddy,
Hey.
why don't
Hey,
you
man.
get adopted? Why don't you ask her to be adopted? Because you're trying to get
No,
this to
it's-
work, right? You're trying to get this
it's
to
just
work,
like-
right?
You don't like
Right.
your dad? Well,
He
use your
wants
mom.
peace. I
Okay.
mean, I'm trying to say here's, a peaceful resolution could be found here, and she's
Yeah,
gonna care and love you, no matter where you came from.
Oh god.
So you suggest this, right? And then like Firefox, right, whose walls have been like fortified himself from you for
Eroded
this like
so
past
heavily.
like 10 days, right? He's like, I don't need a mother.
Oh.
And she like we get a look at Misty, and Misty's like, how about a friend? Right? And like Firefox kind of like gets bewildered, right? And he's
Or
like,
two. Two friends are better.
and he's shocked. He's shocked that you would say that, right? He says,
I would say that after splashing him in the face and extinguishing him a few times.
Butters nods in the background.
I've never had a friend before. I've always had rivals, and even my little brother, he like looks down at Fire Kid. He's like, even I suspected him to betray me one day and attempt to take my place. What are you suggesting, that I just give up this old life to forgive my father, to make new friends?
Well, you weren't the only one with rude youth. That's an understatement. But hey, if I can make friends after that, then so can you.
In his gruff, fiery way, right? He's like, fine, I'll try, right? And like we get Fire Kit, who like jumps on him, right? And like gets like a hug, yay! Right?
Butters does the same thing. He jumps on him as well. Just
Do we
like
get a
Fire
dog
Kid.
pile? A literal dog pile of everybody piling on poor Firefox?
Probably not from Silver, because
As everybody's
he's not
like,
that excited. Everyone leaps on Firefox, while Silver and Misty just look on in confusion.
right? So like everybody's dogpiling on poor Firefox, and we get him like, help! Friendship's
I'm
too
on
much.
it.
Friendship's
I'm
too
on
much.
it. I'm on it.
Right? Help me!
Pull.
Help me!
Oh,
And we get Silver pulling him out from the friendship pile, right? He's like, thank you, Silver.
Sorry.
Thank you for saving my
That
life.
was. I did not expect that at all to happen.
Neither did I.
That was much. That was much.
Despite
That was
this,
very
he
much.
is smiling, by the way. Despite this, right? He is still smiling. But Misty, right?
So we're like laughing a little bit through his.
Misty does
apology.
not smile. Misty does not smile. And she gives that ever faint Mona Lisa. Is she smiling? Is she
Yeah.
not? Thing, right? He's like, I will try. I will try to be your friends. Thank you. Thank you
That's all
very
I
much.
ask. That's all I ask.
Butters turns and looks to the approaching army. He pushes his hair forward and rolls up his invisible sleeves.
It's like, I'm
Now
gonna
they
hug
can be our friends
everyone.
too.
I'm gonna hug everyone now.
And he says, now they're going to be our friends too.
Excellent.
Oh my god. I don't know who you are, but I will look for you. I will find you. And I will
hug you.
This is so dumb and I
It's a power of friendship, baby. Get used to it. It's one of the most
Here's-
powerful forces in the world. Don't
At least in
ever
this one.
underestimate it. Night approaches unless
hoping-
somebody's doing anything else.
Here's hoping we can defeat that with friendship. No. Said to bed.
Excellent. Everyone roll me that sweet, sweet night navigation. You notice
Night
that the
navigation.
fires continue to grow.
Do I need to re-roll that? 4.
No, you're fine. You made it.
Night
Uh,
navigation.
Night navigation. You're fine. Remember, only on a natural one do you have an encounter, right? And an encounter you definitely will have on a natural one. As you guys proceed, right, you notice that the night is not as dark as it once was, and it's becoming much more day-like, right? As the volcanoes continue to spew their ash. And that's when you notice, like, the fires are starting to burn away the forest.
All honesty, with ash coating everything, I think it would make the day a bit more night-like.
It depends, right? So you were used to the fog, right? You were used to the fog, and everything was darker then, right?
But now there's just no sun, because the frickin' ash is in the way half the time.
The
So it's just
the
this constant
illumination
state of no.
is the volcanoes.
Yeah, there's this constant state of no sunlight, just firelight.
Yep.
No
An
one knows
eerie
what time it
glow.
is.
Yep, an eerie glow.
No one knows what time it is.
It is a brand new day.
Yeah, we have our internal clocks and nothing else.
Yep.
Crud. My internal clock is inherently bad.
Something that
In real
you
life, at least.
notice, right? The aura around Phyre's army continues to grow larger and larger. It appears like the fires are happening around this aura. Currently, it is 1, 2, 3, 3 spaces away from Phyre's army. As he continues to march forward and move, you know that things are going to heat up as he progresses.
Maybe we can get some fireproof potions or something
fire-
ready,
fire
so the
proof
automatons
would
could
be
be
really
maybe
good.
fireproof.
Fireproof would be useful. Let's get something fireproof.
What
I don't
do
know
you
what
guys
exactly to put into that, but fireproof would be useful to put on the wooden ponies.
do? What do you guys do? It is now a brand new day. What
I'm
do you
gonna
guys
try
do?
to make something fireproof. So I can put
Butters,
it on the automatons.
real Butters starts making his way downriver in his submarine.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me navigation as you make your way downriver.
He rolled a 5.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead and position yourself.
If all else
You're still in the swamp
fails,
biodome. Just to be clear, Butters is still in the swamp biodome.
And while he's trying to make something fireproof, he's
So,
also going
to be clear, right?
see if he can.
Nothing
that
is
won't catch on fire from the
100%
aura.
fireproof, right? Nothing can be
Something
100%.
that the aura won't catch on fire too easily.
So currently everything
Something
has
so
resistance,
the automatons don't burn.
right?
Yeah, but something to help the automatons not catch on fire. The second
They
get
already
them
have a natural lacquer that grants them resistance, so you're okay there. You guys have already done that. You can't make it any
well-
more advanced.
out.
I guess you could turn them into fire creatures. That's one way to make them completely immune.
Fire creatures that spout water, probably not.
Are you going to burn them?
No.
I'm
God,
going
no.
to attempt to
Good.
make a fire creature.
We
out
could
of-
try to make them alive, and they would automatically
We
gain
don't-
extra
We
resistance
don't
to
have
everything.
the Book
Right.
of Life.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's true.
You have the Book of Life, and you fucked off.
No, I didn't. I know what I'm doing.
You are in the process of fucking off.
You don't know this. You don't know this, Silver. Right?
You
just
are
think that
running
he's
away in a
going
submarine
away. Right?
away from the island.
You don't know what's happening. You don't know what's happening. Right?
But oh boy, I'm going to see if I can convince any wild beasts, since I now have beast speech, to help. So I can't really think of
who
any
are you
other.
trying to contact?
Just
What wild
any
beasts?
big, helpful, big beast that could help in a fight. So if we find a rock, no, not a rock.
So let's
Bad
be
idea.
clear here. You're trying to engage hostile. You're trying to find an
Not
encounter,
hostile.
right? You're trying to find an encounter.
Find a peaceful encounter that could give us useful allies.
Should be squirrels. You should talk to the squirrels. Get them on our side.
I could get an army of squirrels to scratch their eyes out.
So there are.
I heard
animals.
there was some in some universe that was very effective.
There are some creatures here in the marshes. What type of creatures are you looking for specifically?
Nothing specific, just something that'll help against an army. And won't eat me on sight.
So isn't that a
Like,
contradiction? It's like I need something to fight an army, but not something that will eat me.
Strong, but not incredibly unprovoked hostile. I'm trying to...
You gotta help me out
Make
here.
it-
If only
gotta
there
help me
were
out.
sheep.
Yeah, we don't have the sheep. We're in the swamp.
Are you trying to find the sheep?
In the swamp? No.
Yeah.
I don't think there are going to be sheep in the swamp. That'll be a waste of a day. We have very few left.
So what does Silver do?
I'm going to make a bit more glue, and while I do that, I'm going to ask Firefox, like, what the generals are, so I know which ones to aggravate and say
Sure.
the other one did.
He once again recounts the generals that he is aware of.
There's
he was last
Ashwolf.
No, that is not a general. To be clear, that is not a general.
Like
He tells
the
you
lieutenants
that
and all that, just all the rivalries.
Ashwolf had he had the exact same position, and he controlled the fire creatures. He points right, and he says those candle lights, those fire elementals, those are what he controls. The generals of the army are two creatures, right? Blacksmith and Shadowheart.
Shadowheart is...
We already met Shadowheart.
He's the one who's been following
She
us the moths.
Is a
She.
changeling queen.
Whoop. Oh. That's worrying.
And Blacksmith
this
is a pony of sorts.
And here's hoping Midnight is
And
not
he's the
involved yet.
Smith Master. He makes the ponies. I don't know all of Shadowheart's plans. She was very mysterious. She rarely talked
Lovely.
about her operations. She viewed me little more as a dog.
Well, we know better. Hmm. So we need to aggravate those two. And hope to every deity out there that they'll stop fighting each other.
Do you think that will work? Not especially
Yes.
when their enemy is right in front of them?
I'm grasping at straws.
I'm just asking questions as a friend.
Yes, there was like, there's like a hint of aggression, but it's drowned out by stress. Silver is very stressed.
Yeah, I think you can tell, right?
Yeah, like you can tell. Like there's like a bit of like I'm lashing out, but it's mostly just drowned out by the I'm stressed. Please help me.
I think the time to convince them is over. They march to war.
Lovely. Well.
Didn't you guys have an opportunity to speak to Blackmail or Blacksmith?
I think. Did we?
Oh, I guess not. Says the DM in Phyre's voice.
We had an opportunity to, but we didn't take it.
Oh, shucky dog. Oh well. I'm sorry to hear that, says the DM, says the Firefox. Sucks to be you.
So, brute force or subterfuge, but I'm running low on ideas of subterfuge.
I have no doubt that she has already infiltrated all enemies.
That's not comforting.
But not unexpected. What else would a changeling do?
Ouch. Well,
Why do you think Phyre always seems to be one hoof ahead of the elk?
oh, piss. Oh,
That chick elk, I knew it.
piss. Damn. Boil.
Or the
damn you.
stupid monkeys?
Oh.
Or the sheep?
This is very bad. She's the black sheep. And while we're doing this, I'm like making glue, so I'm like, the entire time.
Firefox does not confirm because he himself is not sure. If you see enemies everywhere, then you don't know. And that in of itself grants her a victory.
Yes, that's why we need to rally the good here, but there's no time. So like puts a hand to his temple and like the glue concoction boils over. Ah, damn it!
Alright, so are you moving towards Phyre's army? That's a good question. You guys haven't moved. What are you guys doing?
I'm not sure.
Yep.
Okay, excellent.
That's
Okay,
where
Papa, go ahead and move
Misty's
yourself.
going. That's where we're.
Because that's... Well, we're going to have another split party. We're going to have a three-way
Oh.
party now.
More glue is being made while I talk to Firefox.
Okay, excellent. How are you making this glue?
Same stuff as before. Just
Okay. Let
Just
me roll
swamp
an
glue
alchemy.
that won't
Okay.
melt from fire.
Alchemy. Alchemy. 18.
Good glue.
4.
Lots of good glue.
I assume
Lots
you're
of
making the
good glue.
same
Yeah, the same
Swamp glue?
concoction of
Swamp glue?
sticky swamp glue
okay.
that I'm going to give to Butters to give to Pastel.
Okay, so Butters write down 4 swamp glue.
Yeah, but Pastel having most of it is good, but I kind of want a bit of it myself to actually.
So give
Throw
me
at my
4
enemies.
doses of swamp glue. Mind you, this is not ammunition. This is just swamp glue. So like bottles. Like you
Yeah,
could
like-
toss them if you wanted to.
Yeah, like that was
But it's
the
not
plan. Like
ammunition.
have
Right.
Pas-
It's not ammunition.
I was gonna say like have Pastel shoot some of the swamp glue out like you can with the normal glue.
That would have to be made into ammunition.
Just like. They're gonna take another day to do.
Oh yeah. You have to gather the
Hey.
materials. I'm assuming you're gathering the
He
materials and you're
can
getting
technically kick or throw as well as he
Yeah.
can shoot.
Right.
Technically.
Right.
Yeah, we just sort of
It's just not made in the cannon, right? He just doesn't
Yeah,
get
just-
his cannon
just-
bonus.
give him to Pastel to kick at things
Right.
with, I guess. Or I don't know. I guess I can do it. I have a pretty good body too.
So where's
Do
the
you
4
have
going to?
a D20 in your body, though?
I think I have a D20 in my talons. So I could probably use my hands to do it.
You could,
Just,
yeah.
just use my hands, just splash it at people. So my talons.
It's a
can get
D12
D20s,
and
yeah.
a D20.
D12 and a
talents.
D20.
Uh-huh.
So my talons are really good, actually.
So you're going to keep 3 and Pastel keeps 4?
That works.
Okay.
We got a lot of glue.
4 dosage of glue. I want to see this
A lot of
glue being
glue.
used.
Anti-fire glue, swamp glue.
Just glue everywhere. We glue everything.
Just glue everything.
This
in
tactic will
place.
always work.
That's what we should have wished for. Wished everything was glued
I
down.
wish everything was glued down. Nobody
Wish
can
players
move
was
anywhere.
Glued to the ground.
I wish to be turned
would
into
have
glue
worked,
monsters. Obsession with glue.
Sniffing noise.
Excellent. So, night approaches. If anybody's doing anything special,
Very stressful, nightmare-filled sleep.
not yet. Not. yet.
Not specific nightmares. Just I'm having bad dreams, bad sleep.
Not yet.
Midnight's not in my head, but I'm still
Roll to
having
12.
nightmares
You're
about her.
fine. Everybody, if I get back 1 point of stamina, this
And
is
as
a
we
brand
get
new
closer-
day. It's a brand new day.
I think if Midnight's there, we're just auto-screwed, but is Midnight there?
So that's a good question. It's a brand new day. Are you looking for midnight? Are you looking specifically for her?
Yeah, like I've looked, I'm scanning across everything I've already seen, and I'm like looking specifically
Excellent.
for Midnight, because if there's a demon there, I don't know what we can do to fight that specific.
Do you have a special skill?
I have really good eyeballs.
Okay, so just basic mind. Okay, just basic mind.
Just basic mind, unless navigation can help me there, because it's
You
basic
rolled a
perception.
16. You do not see midnight
Yay.
charm anywhere.
Thank the gods. He hasn't convinced her yet. Oh. Well, at least it's guessing.
Butters,
like,
what
so-
are you
so
doing?
about-
It's a brand new day. What
So
you
Silver
doing?
like flew up, like scanned for red devil ponies. Didn't see red devil ponies. Go back down and just. Oh. Thank gods. She's not there.
Silver, that's when you notice like the fires are starting to get to the forest and they are seriously burning. It seems to be a long wave, of course, surrounding what appears to be Phyre's army.
Let's gather a bit more water last second. Just load them on a fiddle neck, load them in my saddlebags. Give some to Misty, I guess, if she wants to throw ice bombs at people.
Misty says that she does not need it.
I didn't think so. Good. What else do we need?
She says, all that water
Water-
you will not need. I will protect you when the time comes.
I don't know. We may need it. Who knows? Hey,
Just do what
they
you
might-
feel is necessary.
They may be protected as well, and if that's the case, having something they're weak to would be good. Okay. What do we need? What do we need?
What you doing, Butters? It's a brand new day. What you doing, buddy? See you roll that 5. It's fine.
Make a party cannon!
It's fine. He's out of
Butters, make
It's out
it.
of-
Oh,
Butters
stuff.
does start gathering stuff to use in his comedy act. The fake Butters starts
sure.
grabbing stuff to use in his comedy. So like mud pies and leaves, vines, just anything from the swamp that he thinks he can use to put on a good show.
Is it anything special? Or are you just like grabbing a tray and putting mud in it? Are you doing anything special, like special ingredients or anything like that? Because you can do that really easily, and you're literally covered in swamp. Right. So fake Butters, you are, if you just want a mud pie, you can easily obtain a mud pie. It's like gathering water. You're literally just reaching past the water and grabbing a hoof full of mud. You're in the swamp, currently. This is nothing special or unique. Unless you are looking for something special and unique. So,
let's look for some more rubber.
sure.
Because last time he was able to find some rubber in the swamp.
Yep. This is the place to find it. So
last second request for any supplies, anyone?
Gain 1
We
Butters.
have roughly a day.
6, 7, 8.
Do we have any special requests for me to make anything, anyone? You think that'll help? I'm low on options.
Do you have armor?
I have armor.
Excellent.
I don't know if... I think Butters does too. He's like party armor.
Butters does have armor. Does the
I don't think Firefox can Firefox wear armor without melting when he uses his power?
I guess it depends on what it's made out of. I would say no, because they're literally fire spirits.
Yeah, some like
They don't have the
like
unique.
turning, like giving him metal would kind of mess with this stuff.
It'd probably nerf him a lot, because he's a mind and charm. Yeah, it would drop his mind by 1. Yeah, he probably wouldn't take it.
Yeah, so I don't
Fire
think
Kit
Misty
wants
needs
some, though. Fire Kit would want some. You can't drop below a die 4. Fire
Give
Kit
him a
will take
shell.
some. He'll take the helmet and the body armor. He would really appreciate it. You can't drop below a die 4. Poor Fire Kit.
Poor Fire Kit.
So
Yep,
he
his subs in the
requests-
same boat.
He requests that. Yep. So I could use some armor.
Could Misty or Firefox work on that while I see if anyone else needs something?
Misty is doing her own thing. during
And
this
that
time.
thing is, by the way, what has she been doing this whole time?
That's a good question. Are you stopping and figuring out what she's doing?
I'm more or less just sort of like looking at her, like, is she doing something? Like,
Well, as
If she
you're
wanted us
doing
to
your
do something,
stuff,
what is-
she wanders off.
Lovely.
Are you going to follow her? So let's be clear,
There's no
right?
time.
You've been busy doing your own things. She's been busy doing her things during the day, right? Just like Butters does his thing, and not necessarily you get involved with him, and vice versa, right?
Yeah, like, okay, so armor for Fire Kit,
Fire
and
Kit, yep.
plus we have a sub.
Yep.
Else.
So what are you doing, Silver? What are you doing?
Well, I guess we'll make the armor for Fire Kit and Firefox out of... No, Firefox. Fire Kit
Fire Kit.
and Episub.
So just to be clear here, you currently
What?
have
I guess
4
we just sort
pounds of iron ore.
Yeah,
Is that
I
what
guess
you want to
iron.
make it out of?
Yeah, I guess so.
Excellent.
Like, little light armor of metal for those.
Do you
two.
have metal crafting or anything like that? Nope.
I have
You
a
have
living.
alchemy.
I have a living being of fire that can help me smelt it.
That is true.
I have 2 living fire beings who can help me smelt the armor.
It's going to be a mind roll no matter what. Whether you have them
Either
help
way,
you.
yeah.
It's already D20,
Yeah.
so they're not
Yeah.
going to really help you much, right? Just maybe produce a fire.
Yeah, just produce the flame so I
Yeah.
can smelt it. That's the only thing I really need.
Okay, is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, why not?
It's a D20 mind. Rolled a 5. That's good enough. It's not the best armor, but it is armor for a fire kit.
It's armor for those two.
It's for 1. It's for 1. Who do you make it
great. Yeah. Well, let's go with. We can send. I probably don't send Fight off because she knows everything. So yeah, let's probably do it for
Who
Fire
knows
Kit
everything?
because Sub can mate the Changeling General. She'll if we try to warn someone with Fire Kit, she'll probably know. Let's go with Fire Kit. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yep, his sub can sort of fly.
What type
away
of armor
from
are you giving
any
him?
real danger.
Body armor, helmet, what you giving him?
Body
what does it look
armor,
like?
Helmet, something light. Something light that sort of. I don't really know. What the hell would dog armor look like? Or, I guess.
Like, tell me what it
fox
looks
armor.
like. What does fox armor look
Uh,
like? Tell me what it looks like on Fire Kit.
You know, like those dog costumes? Imagine
Dog
one of those,
costume.
but it's armor.
Dog costume.
Like a costume for a dog, but it's metal.
So, Fire Kit's like, oh, I love it. And then Firefox is like, you look like a clown.
Not a costume, but like it's.
Butters
like,
laughs
think-
at this.
Think
Really?
like a dog. Think like a dog. It's like a dog costume of armor. That.
You know, there's actual dogs with
Yeah.
armor that you could or you could pick.
I did not know that. No.
Yep, there is
I
actual.
haven't seen dogs in
There's
armor.
also
I haven't
cat
seen
armor too.
I haven't seen an animal Fire Kit's size in armor.
D&D has armored mastiffs.
Mastiffs are big.
The same concept. You just make it a little smaller. It looks the same. It can look the same if you wanted to.
So Fire Kit gains the -1 physical attack.
Minus
right?
1 to damage, and on top of
Damage.
his resistance
On
to
physical.
whatever.
He has immunities. He has some immunities. So
And he has immunity to fire because he's made of fire.
okay, Fire Kit now has obtained dog costume
let's-
armor.
Let's actually not move forward today and let, Fire's
you're
army.
moving?
It gives us extra time to prepare if we just don't approach. And it gives us time to prepare and hide and, guerrilla
Whatever
tactics.
Misty is gonna do.
So
Is
to be
Misty gonna
clear,
go forward?
yeah, Misty's objective is to
Uh,
go face Fire as soon as possible, right? Before
Yeah, but,
he literally burns down her island.
Yep.
Currently, he's already burnt a lot.
Yep.
Not a giant amount, but every day that passes, it continues to grow in fire, right? So let me break it down for you. Currently, right now, as we speak, fire has burnt down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 days. Worth of travel. What would that be in actual miles? It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. Every day that Phyre's army marches around, it continues to grow and expand. Just to be clear.
It's like we can guerrilla tactics them if we just sort of let them come to us.
Are you trying to convince Misty not to do this?
I'm weighing my options, but like I'm weighing my options with her present, so like she can.
Okay, so
You can
hear
definitely
me.
stay here, and we'll continue on without you.
That's a horrible idea. Like, well, not a
Misty
horrible
wants
idea,
to
but
face
like,
Phyre. To be clear, her
And,
goal is to face Phyre.
And Butters is going with her.
Yeah.
fine, I'm outvoted.
Okay.
Oh, this is not gonna.
So go ahead and move your position once,
I
Butters.
guess so.
Yep.
One more thing towards the death.
Yeah. Pretty much. It's like the end of the game session, of course. Night approaches. What are you guys doing? It's like, hey, when you're facing something catastrophic, it's a slow approach, but once you get there, whee,
Oh God.
whee, you're fine. You're fine. Let's see how
So,
Silver does.
On a
So-
side note, real Butters is almost off the ice.
It's true.
Yay.
It's fine. Night passes by uneventfully. Everybody get 1 point of stamina back as it is a brand new day.
So if we.
I
was gonna say,
will
really wanna try
spend
guerrilla
a token
tacticsing
of
them,
friendship
it'll
to re-
very help.
Oh, did you roll a natural one?
No, I rolled a 3,
Oh.
but I knew that would succeed, so I'm spending a token to reroll it, and I got a 6.
Okay, we are at an odd now. Okay. Oh, I'm just looking at these tokens of darkness. Yum, yum, yums. Yum, 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 yums. Bum. Silver, what are you doing? It's a brand new day. You rolled that was last night. It's a brand new day. Silver needs to roll navigation. 17, you guys are fine.
right.
Go ahead and place yourself, Butters, as you guys continue forward. Move the party and move you. You are still in the swamp. They're still in the swamp, right? Swamp domain. In another day, you literally see the ocean right in front of you. The open waters beckon to you, and it's safety, right? Safety. Fire moves once, and of course, because he's literally burning everything, continues to expand. It looks like in probably 2 days, the fire will reach you, Silver and Butters. Big
The
Butters.
fire is in like the. The fire is in the actual fire.
This is the outer perimeter, just the aura of which the fire has been expanding. So within 3 days,
I thought they were a lot closer. I thought the
Oh
army
no!
was a lot
Oh
closer.
no! I already told you they were like 15 days away. It's already been like 6? However, this fire is burning, right? And just because you guys are sleeping and stuff doesn't mean that the fire stops burning. This is literally becoming a wildfire. Misty tells you, do not be afraid. I can get us past that.
I hope so.
Butters pats Silver on the head, and then sleeps.
It hooves hard. Oh. Wait, what do you mean and sleep? It's day now.
Yeah, it is a new day. It's a brand new day. What are you guys doing?
Clone Butters is, I don't know. He's feeling lazy today.
Feeling lazy? Do you talk to anybody, lazy fake
Shit,
butters?
shit. Drop my headphones. Hold on one.
Do you talk to anybody?
You know what? Why not? So, Misty, what have you been up to? I'm gonna, accompany Misty, see if she needs anything I can help with. Maybe, I guess. I don't know.
I need a
I'm running low on things for myself to do.
Need you to roll me. Well, actually, here, you've already succeeded on trust, right? Yeah, she already trusts you. She says, I've been talking to several of the islanders these past few days.
Ah, that's a very good thing. Yes.
So much has changed.
You are not wrong there.
They're afraid. They don't
can
know what's going to
understand-
happen.
can
And I cannot give them
understand
the
that.
comfort. Because I myself do not know what's going to happen. They look to me as some sort of goddess or savior, and I am none of this. I was a prisoner.
Yeah.
I don't know what they expect from me. I don't know what you expect from me. What is it
I
that
don't
you
know what-
want out of all this?
I don't know. I just want this place to be safe.
I've been safe for the past 1,000 years. Safety is not always good.
Yes. I guess so. But I don't know.
I want it to be like it once was. I think once this is all over, I want to rebuild Cake Town and Marisol. I think I want to make this island a home again.
That.
Will-
Yes,
will you-
that.
Will you help me?
I'd be glad to help. I would be glad to. If we can get through this alive.
Maybe
I'll be glad to.
I could make a farm.
That sounds like a grand idea.
Maybe I could grow old, have fillies or foals.
Of course she's thinking about that.
Yep, well, of course you would.
She is Ice Mom. We love Ice Mom. Yes, that sounds like a good goal to have. Planning ahead is always the right thing to do. Only I wasn't so bad at it.
I wish things were 1,000 years ago. Things could have been so much different.
Glad the genie's not around anymore, because I wish that too.
Then we would have never met.
Well, if this were 1,000 years ago, then
We would have never
I
met.
suppose
Silver.
you're right. I suppose you're right.
Maybe my descendants. Maybe something might have
One of-
come from that.
Yeah. Perhaps you could have been one of my ancestors. I'm not sure. But I look ahead towards the unroaching army. Despite the circumstances, it was good to know you. And hopefully I can continue to say that after the battle.
What do you mean?
Something.
It's always good to have goals, Silver.
Yes, I hope my goal is
Something
to
to
not
keep things
die.
in context.
My goal is to not die.
I just don't want to die. I just don't want to die.
My current goal is not dying. I will plan after that later. Like I said, I'm very bad at planning ahead.
Once again, Silver, she offers you to like return home to your people. Right? She says, "You don't have to fight here. Your wish can come true. You don't have to face fire. This isn't your fight. This isn't your problem. If you truly want to live, right? Silver, if you truly want to live, maybe you should go home."
I've already said that isn't happening.
Then strengthen your resolve, Silver.
I will try.
I just don't want to die. I just don't want to die. Anything else, Silver and Butters? Anything else? Lazy day. What are you guys doing? As the ominous threat looms.
Butters wants to know what Misty thinks of the island. She wanted to see it, and unfortunately we're not going to see much.
I think she like points off to the tree, right? The big massive tree, and she says, "I remember that when it was so small. Me and Phyre had had planted that seed. Look how beautifully it had grown. I think it's still thawing, right? And I think it's accelerated, right? You see like it's starting to like bloom once again, right? But even still, you see like the smoke and withering fire. Ever like you see like the wisps and ash swirling towards it. Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, I know, I misspoke. My bad.
Damn it.
But the
you
tree
know,
seems to be thawing, right? She points back at the like old town of Cake Town and Marisol, and she says, "I remember when ponies used to run in those streets. My friends, I remember. So much has changed." So much is alien. Not foreign, not natural.
He gives her a hug as well.
I think
And then
we
he
get
goes
that, yeah.
back to lounging around on the automatons.
Like, is she smiling? Is she not? I don't know. Once again, I'm not quite sure. She seems sad. Always sad.
That's something I can brew for myself really quick. I'm gonna brew myself a potion of bravery so I can stop being such a wuss.
I don't want to die. I love you
I'm gonna
guys.
make myself a potion of bravery.
I want
I'm gonna
excitement
do it.
adventure, but I want
I-
it to be safe. Can't we just ride
I
a roller
can't-
coaster? Can't we just ride a roller coaster? Wouldn't that be so much better?
Don't lie though, I'm terrified of roller coasters in real life.
Oh wow, okay, all right.
I hate heights. So I play like 30 flying characters. Sounds good.
I will make sure you go on a roller coaster.
No, it's just like I hate heights. That's why I play 30 flying characters.
Okay, since nobody's doing anything special
But yeah,
this
like
day,
Silver's just gonna. I'm straight up giving myself a potion of bravery.
that's are you going to make it? Or that's a good question. Are you
Yeah,
going to? You
yeah.
do
Like,
have time.
it's nothing mechanics wise. It's literally just make
Is
me
it
not
booze?
scared of
Is it-
everything.
Is it just alcohol?
That's what the glibness potion was.
Okay, all right.
I was going to say, I thought they were the same.
No,
Yeah.
no. One doesn't. One increases your
Glibness
charm,
gives you a silver
and it
tongue.
makes everything else mad at you.
Glibness
Potion of
gives
bravery,
you
I
a
don't
silver
know what that
tongue.
Yeah.
Potion of bravery gives you a resolve
So-
of steel.
Okay, so are you going to do this with your alchemy check?
Sure. Yeah, I'm good. I don't have anything else I can make. I can't think of anything
Roll
else to
13.
make.
You rolled
And
a potion of bravery. You obtained one potion of bravery. Tell me how you made this potion of bravery.
I do not know.
I don't know either.
I threw together
Have to help me
random
out.
crap. Threw together random crap, hoping it works.
That's why you only got one.
And
Yep,
Butters threw
I-
in some sugar, so it's sugar water.
Random sugar
threw
water.
together some
sugar water.
threw together some random crap until it worked.
There you go. It's all on the
And
part
I
of the
drink
mind.
that
It's
right
all
before
part
the
of
battle. Drink that stuff right before the battle, so I don't pussy out.
Night approaches. Is anybody doing anything special once again?
Night navigation.
Night navigation.
I don't know what that voice is that I do every time I do that.
I will spend 3 tokens of friendship to succeed on that.
Using that for one.
He did, but don't worry, Silver.
Why'd
you
you
critted.
spend 3?
You
Why'd you
critted.
spend 3?
Because if I re-roll, I don't know how much better that would. And I have the tokens to spare. There are 2. There's 1 episode left after this, and I still have 55 tokens. I'm not
Okay,
too
so
worried
what's
about it.
odd? Was odd. Now it's
I'm-
even again. Okay.
Slightly worried about how many he's getting.
He hasn't spent them yet.
I haven't
I'm
had.
sure
you
it'll
guys
all-
haven't even fought anything yet. Why am I spending?
I'm sure it'll all
tokens?
come into play in the last
so
episode.
many.
Silver.
Oh God.
That night, story time.
Great.
Story
great.
time.
Good.
Okay, we are in the swamp. I need to get you over to the swamp.
Yep. Hey, maybe Swamp Witch, and I can convince her to help. That'd be useful. Having a witch on our side. Magic. More magic. All the magic.
Excellent. That night, Silver, where are you sleeping? Oh, you guys have a huge, massive army. Good lord.
Yep.
Ha. We have an army.
You have a huge amount of bodies.
But, I don't know, somewhere that Fire Kid and Firefox can sleep without being extinguished by the watery marsh floor.
Okay. Okay, fake butters. Real, real Silver. I need both of you guys to roll mind. Just see if you notice this.
Aight.
Roll your d20. Yeah. Silver notices it. Okay, give me a second here.
Yes.
Need a roll for them.
It's the genie. She's back.
No, definitely not the genie.
It's the Pogini.
It's not the
Pochiana. Go.
genie. Actually, this isn't the right map. Give me a second here, guys.
Whoop. Hey, you might want to copy all the tokens so you can just sort of paste them on the map.
That is true. That's a good idea. I will do that. Is everybody
Yeah.
here? Just make
Yeah,
sure
you don't
everyone
have
is
to
here.
repaste
Yes,
them all.
we need Kit. We need Fire Kit.
Fire Kit, Firefox, Misty, the Worm, Yip Sub, Silver, Clone Butters.
Copy. Let's
Then
also
you
make
We
sure
have 10
everybody's
bodies,
updated
I
too.
think.
Just
We have
make
10
sure
robots.
everybody's
We have
updated.
10 tokens.
So just make sure everyone is here. Okay, 1, 2, 3,
It's
4, 5, 6,
10
7, 8, 9,
creatures
10.
against
Yep.
that one army.
I mean, yeah. So I'm copying and pasting it.
If army wasn't a term for the ungodly amount of creatures Fire has, 10 to 1 sounds like a good thing. But it's 10 to 1 army. So it's not a good thing.
Excellent. Well, let's paste you guys right here. Perfect. That'll work. You guys are outside my box. I never expected this party to be this large. Okay. Silver, you spot it. Butters, you spot it. Jangle, you spot it. All of you guys spot this. What appears to be some sort of statuesque creatures
Plural.
in the swamp.
Oh, these look familiar.
It is currently dark.
Can you send me a screenshot? Because I have no clue what you're talking about.
Just give me a second. I'll describe them. I'm looking for the right music for
No,
this.
like these look familiar. Butter, send me a screenshot. I might know.
No, they do, but they don't. I was referring more towards the turtle. These things don't look like the turtle, but Butters has a feeling they are. They're just random. Do you remember the rock turtle in the middle of the basin? How it looked like a rock, but it was.
Yeah.
The constant sound, right? The swamp's natural sound is being drowned out by the constant roar of the volcanoes. And that's when you see it. The swamp clears brief, momentarily, what appears to be statuesque creatures with wings, ugly faces, and claws.
Nuts. Gargoyles. Gargoyles?
That is a good and accurate description.
Fuck.
What do you guys do?
Silver just kind of like looks around like, you're seeing this too, right?
Butters turns to Misty and asks Misty if she knows what this is.
She says yes. It appears to be some sort of statue. Who could create such
Does it appear to have
ugly,
some kind of
Butters-
structure around?
creatures?
Butters sighs and pats Misty on the head as he takes a step forward.
Do they seem to have some kind of structure around the gargoyles at all?
Yes. You rolled a
Like a
19.
remnant of a building
Yeah,
or
you
whatever?
do. You do see what appears to be them like sitting. They appear to be sitting on top of these structures. This seems to be like some sort of ancient bridge that was destroyed long ago. It seems to be taken over by the swamp.
Silver will fly up towards one of them slowly.
Excellent.
I'm not getting eaten again, you piece of...
You fly up to one.
Slowly. If something animates, I'm stopping.
How cautious are you approaching? So, okay.
Considering how many things I've approached quickly and been eaten, very slowly.
Okay, so...
Here's a picture of the map
you go.
to give you a good understanding. Butters is going to walk towards the center.
But Ernest, I need you to roll me a mind as you walk.
Oh, nuts.
It is currently dark.
That's
Yeah.
great.
You're not afraid of these statues. You're not afraid.
Yeah,
Butters looks at them, smiles, and waves his hoof at them as he keeps walking.
I
not wave
slowly, cautiously fly towards one of the winged statues
Excellent.
and, like, sort of, like, I don't know, like, chuck a cork at it.
You slowly...
So you're attacking the
No, no, no.
statues,
I'm
trying to
like-
get it to move. You're trying to provoke it to move. Is that right?
No, I'm just, like, I just don't throw a cork at it. I'm like, gonna very slowly fly towards it and just kind of, like, wave my hand in front of it. Like, I'm ready to
So
pull it,
you're
I'm
still
almost done
provoking
like,
it to move.
Seeing if it'll move, yeah.
Excellent. It does not move.
Okay.
Butters is going to get towards the structure. Is it tall, like a tower, or is there a hole, like a...
It is a what appears to be like a open, decayed well. It goes down into the darkness.
Butters looks down.
Silver
Go ahead and roll me a
will
mind. You see if you
also-
see anything down in the pit.
Silver will also fly over and look down. What do my owl eyes see?
Excellent. Give me a second here. At the bottom. Oh, you're looking to Silver?
Yeah.
I'm going to have you roll
What do
mine.
my owl eyes see?
What do your allies see? You guys, okay. Butters, at the bottom, you see what appears to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It appears to be 4 star shaped, maybe sun shaped. They've got black holes. Silver, you rolled a 10. You're pretty sure that those are not stars. Those appear to be sunflowers at the bottom of this well.
Dark sunflowers.
No, no,
The
no.
bottom of the well. That's ominous.
Silver.
Oh, they're
Silver.
sunflowers.
You
They're actual
see,
sunflowers.
yes. You rolled a 10. Butters rolled a 6. Butters thinks that they could be like stars or maybe suns. They look like circles, like yellow
how-
with circle. Like
How big
circles.
is the well? Like big enough for my wing?
It's
my
pretty
wingspan?
big. Give me a second here.
Okay, so I can.
It's large
you-
enough
Look at 'em.
for the worm to fit down.
Look
Then big
at
enough for a
the
big fan.
Discord chat. Look at the Discord
Yeah.
chat. I've got the picture posted of what it looks like.
Yeah.
It
That
appears
thing at the
to
bottom
be,
is the well.
20 feet by
Silver
20 feet.
will definitely big enough for my wingspan. Then I will start to slowly fly down towards the flowers.
What is Butters doing during this time?
Butters is looking around. He kind of whistles for the automatons to join him. He thinks this might be a trap.
Yeah, like Silver is like looking over the edge of the well. Sunflowers could be used for something, and just sort of like hops down and starts flying down. It's like spiraling down towards the flowers slowly.
Misty says, "Be careful."
I will be.
Butters takes a step away
Being
from the
hate-
edge.
Being hasty has screwed me too many times. I'm going to be careful.
Are you? What are you guys doing as you approach the mouth of the pit?
I'm already
Because
flying
of they're
down it.
nervous, right? Misty's children kind of gather around her, right, protectively, and they kind of watch you as you progress towards this pit. What do you guys do?
Yeah. So when Silver looks over, he will slowly start to fly down into the well towards the flowers. Very
Excellent.
slowly.
You begin to descend into the depths.
I'm basically gliding and spiraling around, like slowly getting lower, like observing. And if he
Silver.
sees anything like blocking him from the flowers, I'm going to wreck with him when he gets
Because
to the
you
flowers.
rolled a 10, that's when you notice what appears to be a mosaic of some sort. A mosaic that has 6 sunflowers at the bottom of it. The mosaic appears to be some sort of sun. You also realize that there are 2 doors at the base of the pit. It is getting dark and harder to see as time progresses. Even the luminescence sunflowers are starting to fade in the growing darkness.
Does anyone have a rope? Because I don't want to explore this whole place alone.
Are you breaking your silence? You
yes,
are
Silver
currently
will-
in the pit. Are you talking?
So, he's around like halfway down ish, and he will like look up and sort of fly back up and
Are
land.
you talking above the pit?
I'm above the pit. I'm out of the pit and then land.
Silver, that's when you hear a door shut.
There's someone down there. Growing sunflowers and painting mosaics involving sunflowers.
Butters.
No, it's not a painting. To be clear, it's not a painting. It appears to be
Yeah,
a
it's just-
stone mosaic.
Butters sighs at Silver Flare and face huffs and shakes his head.
Nice.
I love you guys
We
so
have a-
much.
Do we have a rope? I don't feel like going down there alone.
Butters sighs, and he just kind of puts his hoof under his chin, like motioning behind to what they have.
We have vines. I'm a fool. Hold on. I will gather vines and make a rope of sorts down to the bottom of the pit. So everyone else can go down, even if they don't have wings. Because I think Misty might have wings too, but I'm the only one that I know of.
Misty is an
that can
earth
get down
pony.
on my own.
She's clearly an earth
Yeah,
pony.
so I cannot tell that well. So
She
yeah, I'm
does have
the
a
only one to
flowing
get
mane.
down really easily.
Yeah.
Other than the episode. So yeah, I'm gonna make a rope, tie the rope off, bring the rope down, and just sort of slowly glide back down. Not touching a flower, but landing
Excellent.
in the bottom of the well.
You go and descend into the bottom.
I'm getting Zelda vibes.
Who is going down?
Fake Butters sighs.
It's about 50 foot drop.
He starts climbing down. He has the
Yeah,
other
vines.
ponies watch guard because they can't climb.
Excellent. So, are your automatons going down as well?
The automatons are watching guard up top with Misty and all the.
So
it's just
Silver
Butter.
and Butters is going down. Nice.
I believe
So we get the scene of Silver. and
Yeah,
Butters
I'm gliding
descending
down
into
while you're
the
climbing
depths.
down, so we should get down around the same time.
Butters, as you get down into the bottom of the pit, I need you to roll me a mind.
Do we light a torch? I doubt it, right? Probably not.
In the fading light, you do see it now that you're so close to it, but you seem to be standing on what appears to be some sort of sun-like dial. You also notice the planted sunflowers. They were not stars or anything like that, but they were actual sunflowers. Someone had planted these sunflowers beneath here in an attempt to hide them from any would-be appearers.
I studied the mosaic for a second.
Sure. You see what appears to be a sun. It appears to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pointed star.
Can it
And a
move?
sunflower
No.
for each.
It is very
Point.
much in place. Very much decorative.
Butters is going to try a door. Is it open?
Yeah.
It is locked.
Yeah, Silver will
Butters is going to sigh.
gently- Silver will gently knock on the locked door.
Butters
Hello?
will stop him and put his hoof up to his mouth.
Okay.
Butters will then
You-
try the other door.
It is locked. You guys quickly realize that your cover had been blown. Whatever was down here heard you.
Butters
Quickly
sighs.
to block this.
Well, we're not gonna get anywhere by kicking down a door, so I'm going to talk. Is that alright with you?
Butters sighs, face hoofs again, and then shrugs.
What do you say, Silver?
I will walk towards the door I heard close and knock on it. Hello?
You're not quite sure which door was, or were they simultaneously,
try-
or what?
I try one door. I don't care which
Excellent.
one.
There are two doors, one to the east and one to the south.
I will try the eastern door, because why not?
Excellent.
I'm getting heavy Zelda vibes and I do not like it.
I need you both to roll me mind as you hear what seems
On
to
it.
be a discussion. Whispers on
On
the
it.
other side of the door.
Do I need to roll something for that one? I'll spend one token to reroll that one.
Okay, go ahead.
Since you made it clear, ones are terrible in these last two sessions.
Silver rolled a 3, and Butters rolled a 1.
I will spend.
There's a token? You spend another token?
I'll spend 3 to auto succeed. I want to hear this.
Oh, interesting. Butters, yeah, okay. So you auto succeed. Butters, you hear a conversation on the other side of the door. Some sort of strange dialect, right? Silver, with your owl-like ears, you know this to be elk.
Elk. Oh, did we find them? That's... Silver will, put a hand
Butters.
on his chin. They are elk. I don't know elk. Shit.
Do you say this out loud?
The shits are in my head, but
The
I do
part
not
about it
know
being elk? Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, I'll head over to Butters, like whisper to him, like, they are elk. I do not know elk.
Butters motions for Silver to take a drink of something, and then to hand Butters something, trying to say, "Bring me one of your potions. They like wine. Let's offer wine to them."
Oh my God, glibness potion, right?
Yes. Or your
I
potion
will-
of bravery.
I don't know what the hell's in the potion of bravery. I literally threw random crap in until I felt braver.
It's sugar water. It's sugar swamp water.
That's disgusting.
Butters
I
added the
will-
sugar. You're welcome.
I will add. I will hand him 1 potion of goodness.
Excellent.
I'm
Butters,
still
you
keeping
receive
1
one
for
potion of
myself for
goodness.
later, just in case.
Butters will knock again on the door. Say that he has drink.
Roll me a charm.
This works. Hopefully.
It's not terrible, but that's not the best charm.
So to be clear, Butters write down potion of glibness, and then Silver has 1 potion of glibness left. They rolled a 9. Let's see what they got. I have to find them. Don't look at the map. Okay, there they are. Jesus. Right there. You have drink? You hear in perfect Ponish. I rolled a 5 and he rolled a 9.
Butters says yes.
Have drink? It's been a long time since I've had anything
Drink
to
in
drink.
company, yes. If you would have.
Who's out there? Who would dare interrupt the domain of the
Silver Flare and Buttersquash. We are.
Friends.
Yes.
Go away. Don't you know that there is fire?
We wish to stop it.
We are safe down here. Go away.
Silver sits down in front of the door.
Friends of Duke Bristle.
How does he fare? How does my son fare?
Oh.
Well, last we saw.
Last we
I
saw
think
him,
that's
he
when
was
you get like the door
right.
beginning to like crack open, right? And on the other side, you see what appears to be this large, majestic elk. He says, "Who are you, and how do you know my son?"
Butters motions to his cutie mark.
We are.
I don't recognize you, pony.
We met him. He modified our map when we first met him to fit more modern times. You sent him for the peace discussion with Phyre a while back. He was
Everyone
there.
knows that.
Saw him.
How do I know you're not a spy or a changeling? And you hear like some shuffling behind the door, like, And he like shows like this like vial, right? He says, "Put this on."
Butters looks at it from the side and he shrugs and puts it on.
Which vials of something?
It's some sort of vial that he wants you to put on.
I take the vial and put it on, as in, and like it's still corked, but I like sort of like shake it over my head, put it on like that.
You kind of look like a
It's
zebra
just-
now.
It's
Some
still
sort
on. I
of,
was just sort of
it stinks.
the
It
cork was
smells
still
terrible.
on.
Yep, it smells terrible.
The-
Oh, you're not putting it on.
I was asking if I was supposed to put it on like that, because you never know.
Yeah,
with
you're supposed to
potions.
put on the ointment. Yep.
Okay.
So he instructs you to put it on.
Very
Butters
carefully,
smells
I was gonna-
himself and then fake faint.
Yeah, it smells terrible. It's not a pleasant smell. It does
But yeah, I put
Silver
it
put
on.
on him.
I put it
You
on.
guys obtain like this sort of ointment, right? And it's supposed to reveal what appears to be changelings.
What is that? Oh, that's what you put in that?
It says, "Drink. Give me something to drink."
Butters hands over the potion.
Yes, there you are.
The door opens up to you. Nope.
It's
No, go
good
back.
to-
I did not mean to do that. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm moving shit around. He says, okay, there we go. "I am King Wildhoof."
Who? I kneel.
"And who are you to enter my domain?"
Butters smiles and waves and he points to his cute.
Friends and fellow enemies of Phyre.
"Or you've come here to seek refuge, to wait out the storm here?" "A wise decision. You are welcome here, since you are no changelings."
Not quite wait out the storm. We were just curious. I was just curious personally, but has followed along.
This elk appears to be quite large, almost double Butter's height. His horns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's a 6-pointed elk, and his rack is fairly large, about as wide as Butter's is. Not as large as your wingspan, Silver, but it is still quite majestic. He wears what appears to be some sort of ruby around his neck.
Butters nods to him and walks in at his invitation.
Silver will walk in.
From the other side of the door, you hear like, "Who is it, dear? Who would dare intrude upon our humble home?" He says, "This is my beloved wife, Queen Star Chaser."
I will.
And you see like a
kneel
crack
again.
at the door behind him.
Yeah, like I kneel to her as well.
Such manners.
Butters smiles and waves.
I was raised.
Come inside. Here you will be safe. You step inside, and you notice what appears to be some sort of manufacturing facility.
No.
Seems to be several cloths and dyes and all types of things here. You see what appears to be some sort of press or some sort of dyeing instrument. It seems to be massive. It takes up 15 feet by 15 feet. This seems to be where cloth is made here. He says, "Welcome to my domain. Why have you come here, outsiders? You promised me drink. Where is this drink?" And he like smacks his lips like,
We
Uh,
gave you.
Yes,
And
Butters.
I like point to the potion of glibness that was given to him.
"Ah, he receives one potion of glibness."
Yes. Butters seems distracted and starts looking at all the bright colors. And
yes.
like he's putting them against his skin to see if any of them would look good.
You feel it, right? You feel it. And you realize quickly that it's not just any normal cloth. This seems to be some sort of silk.
That's fancy.
It says, please do not touch the merchandise.
Oh, of course not. Sorry.
Unless you are here to purchase. I do not think that is why you are here.
Butters points to Silver as he keeps, touching the fabric and putting them close to his skin. And
So to be clear, you're covered in the smelly, stinky oil.
Butters.
You've been out in the swamp.
I shoved him away from the shite.
Yep. To be clear, this is
My
finally
God.
pressed. Yep. You're like, oh yeah, like rub, rub, rub. He says,
Don't
please do
touch
not
it.
touch the merchandise unless you are purchasing them.
I don't
What can
know.
we do for you outsiders? We do not get many guests.
You
You've stumbled upon our home.
That was exactly what happened. We are.
We-
We were not
But-
expecting you.
Through.
we seek allies against Phyre. Misty goes to stop him.
Go talk to the sheep. I care not what happens.
Yes. Where are the sheep?
They're in the woods where they belong.
You would do nothing while your home burns.
Our home is below the surface. We are as the stone. We need not worry about the world above. We will weather things as we have always done.
You say that as if Phyre would not come down here too.
Fire is a
But
fool.
Knowing him, he's a fool.
Butters turns his head and asks how. How is
There's
fire a fool?
worlds within worlds. He does not even know or comprehend.
Butters wants to know more of these worlds.
Have you heard of Equestria girls? He says, if this place burns, we will simply move and travel to another world. There we will find shelter and safety. We need not worry ourselves with this little island.
Butters shakes his head no. The fire consumes all it touches.
And why should we care?
Your
Leave it to
son.
the sheep. Where is my son? He looks at Queen, and she has Queen, and she's like, where is my son? You spoke of him.
Butters.
Where?
Butters points up. Out there.
We do not know, but wherever he is, he's not down here.
Do you know where our boy is?
Not specifically, but somewhere on the surface and in danger of fire.
Oh my gosh.
We do not
Crash,
stop
really?
him now. Did you hear me? Luca?
Yeah, I was just seeing, like, my Chrome's crashing on me. Give me a second here.
Monk.
He said, what do you propose?
Help us stop fire.
Yes. We'll need all the help we can get.
Why should we help you?
Help your son. Peace.
What do you know about my son? Why does my son need
is-
help?
He is in danger of fire if he's not down here, is he not? And he is not down here, and we do not know where he is. But he's not down here. So, by definition, he's in danger of fire.
No doubt he's probably with the sheep or that pig that he loves so much. Always buys wine off of her. My Chrome crashed, guys. Give me a second.
Monka S. Silver
I'm
will
still
put a
here.
hand on his chin and just kind of think for a second.
So are you trying to convince him to help you?
Yes.
Would you
Word.
like
Butters,
to roll? So dice.
Yes. Roll.
Butters
Butters,
will.
roll.
Okay.
Is ever any time for a crit? It's now.
Butters is going to re-roll.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4. He's going to re-roll on that. So you
No,
would
he's
get,
gonna
that's one more
auto-succeed.
token spent.
Okay. You're currently
Okay.
at a nod.
Is that
So-
Silver spending another 2 to
Yeah,
automatically
I'll spend
succeed?
another 2. Why not?
Oh, well,
We need
now
all the
we're
help
back
we
to-
can get.
Even, so that's another 2 tokens. Okay. I'm not sure what's
Need all the
happening,
help we
guys.
can
Give me a
get.
second. Give me a second. I'm going to restart my computer. It's okay. So King Wildhoof and Queen Starchaser stare at you, and what'd you guys roll?
So, I originally rolled a 4. We were going to spend tokens of friendship. So in total, we spent 3 tokens of.
Okay. So now we're back to
A lot
even.
of success. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. You auto succeed, and he says, "Maybe you're right. Maybe my son is in danger. Maybe we should care about this island. What should we do to help you?" What do you suggest?
Yeah, Butters motions for Silver to go get Misty.
Oh, on it. Yes.
Let's go get Misty.
Misty.
Butters
we
is
need you
gonna
down
start
there.
doing like a juggling act, like an intermission show. Well,
Okay, intermission.
we would.
Yeah, you easily go get Misty and retrieve her, and she comes back down. She's like, is everything safe?" And she like approaches, and
Yes, it's the Elkin royalty.
and they all gasp. They're like, "Oh, is it true? Is it true?" And they like turn and look at each other, and they start talking in Elkish, right? And they start gibbering, and they're very excited, like, "You did not tell us that Misty had been revived. We thought
Butters
her
is still like
imprisoned."
juggling in the background.
Yep.
So yeah, Silver
Auto succeed,
will if Misty comes down, Silver's gonna fly down after her.
And she says, "It is an honor to meet you. Who are you?" He says, "I am King Wildhoof, and this is my queen, Starchaser. We have heard legends of you, Misty. We thought you a prisoner." And she like nods and she says, "Yes, I was." Like, "What can we do to help you?" And Misty like considers it, and she says, I don't know. I didn't think about the Elks getting involved. I wasn't even aware that you were alive."
Butters stops juggling in the background. He just sighs and shakes his head.
I think they start gathering some of the cloth, right? They come over here and say, "Misty, please, we must pick something out for you to wear properly.
Oh
You
my
are but
God.
royalty among this island. You must leave this place well dressed and refined." She shakes her head no, and she
God.
says, "I am here to save Misty's island." They're like, "Well, you need to do it in style."
Silver just kind of face palms.
Butters kind of sighs and starts scratching his head.
You're
trying
starting to
think of what
see
they can
a
do.
quark here.
Oh God! It's an
You're
island.
starting to see a
it's
quark
society
appear.
of rarities. It's a society of rarities. Oh no!
Mind you came in mud covered, filthy. Yep.
Oh God!
I think you guys know what's about to happen.
Bath body.
Makeover! Yay! Makeover, yep.
God.
So of course we get the scene of Butters and Silver going
They
through
better cut
what
my
appears.
fringe, aren't they?
They're totally going to redesign you.
And that's how they're helping against the
And that's
fight.
how
of
they're
fire
helping.
against fire.
Yep. Appearance is everything.
They
Is it at least
cut
can they
my
make
bag.
armor? That
Is that what
could
you
it be
asked?
armor? Like yes, he asked if they can make armor. If could be stylish armor.
Armor
Did they make-
so blasé.
Oh my god.
So 500 years ago.
Did they say to the griffin wearing armor?
Yeah. That's so archaic. You need something new, lighter, fresher.
Lighter would be good, as long as it's still protective, because we're about to be fighting a war.
Oh, wars are so blah.
Well,
No fashion in that.
this is
Butters is
true,
starting to
but
realize
there's
why they
kind of
just tied
fashion
in a hole.
living. There's kind of fashion in living.
Living
and if everyone up
is
there is
fashion.
dead, there's no. If everyone up there is dead, there's no one to sell clothing to.
I think this is where we get like the king starting to drink a little bit of his devotion, a little bit of a nip.
Tight.
Maybe they can make a gift for the minions of fire who turn against fire.
What are you asking?
But like Silver just kind of looks at the king and just, if everyone up there dies, there's no one up there to sell clothing to.
like
Butters is racking his brain on how fine clothing will help them.
our fashion
coming
is
fight.
immortal. We will live on through our clothing.
Not if there's no one
Through
up
our
there
fashion.
to sell it to.
Butters
So,
just
to be
kind
clear,
of puts
They
puts
are
his hand
helping you,
on.
right? They
Yes.
are helping you. They're offering to make you guys clothing. That is what they are doing. That is what they can do.
Well, they have potions. They must have some kind of alchemist.
I mean, is that what you're
no.
Potions that can
they-
help
well,
organize.
Yeah, you can ask about the anti-changeling thing or whatever kind of potions they might have. Maybe they have some poison that's not poison joke that we
Says-
could use.
Perhaps you wish to see our fine gardens.
Some.
Yeah, or perfumes. Do they have any perfumes or
Of
cologne?
course, yes. That is all
Yeah.
part of fashion.
I
So
think-
we get
I
like,
think perfumes
who wants to go see the
don't help with
perfumes?
fire
Who wants to
much.
go see the gardens?
I'm more Silver. Just kind of. You have alchemists, I'd assume, to be able to brew something to detect changelings.
But
Have
of course.
you alchemists come up with anything that could help in a battle?
Oh, they say, Misty, we need you to put on this too. Of course, Misty
Oh,
does put it on,
no.
and she appears to be a zebra, right? And she does not change into a changeling. That would have been a shocker. there.
So
That would have been.
that would have been horrifying. So why zebras? No, nothing
that
bad
is-
against them. Just
that is who gave us this potion. This is what we learned it from.
Okay, that's fair.
We are cultured, unlike griffins.
Butters kind of chuckles.
Yeah, there's like a moment of like a wince, but then there's just the moment where Silver just
Yeah, that is kind of true.
that's fair.
That is kind of true.
We have kind of devolved over the millennia.
They begin showing you their kingdom. Who is going towards the gardens, and who is going towards what appears to be books, and appears to be some sort of
Ooh.
alchemy lab.
That one,
Who's going where?
alchemy. I wanted to see if the alchemists have anything that could help.
You and what appears to be King Wildhoof go into the alchemy lab. Butters, where are you going?
he'll go into the garden. He thinks that he knows something about.
You and Queen Starchaser go into what appears to be the garden. This garden is underground and in a completely sealed room. You quickly realize that what happens is that there is a mirror above on the surface, and it captures the light, and it shines down in here. And that is why it is illuminated. Silver,
That's
you...
something that that's something that Fire taking over would do to them. It would kind of screw with their gardens because no more sky because all the ash.
But don't forget, it was also during Misty's foggy... Yeah, so...
Yeah, I think ash
might
is a
wanna
bit
ask about
darker and thicker than mist.
Who's
A
starting
bit
with
more
what?
sunblock outing. I would not mind checking the alchemy things for
Silver, you notice what appears to be a
Anything.
giant still down here.
something.
Yep. It is currently brewing some sort of potion, or maybe some sort of elixir, or maybe some booze. Or maybe all
Probably
the...
all three
Yep.
at once.
King
Something has
Wildhoof
separate chambers for each section.
licks his hoof and tests the little droplet that falls out of the still. There appears to be notes in an alchemy table next to the still. Do you read or write Elkish?
No. Is there a potion of language comprehension?
Not that you're aware of, that you currently have on you.
I'm asking the elk if he has something like that.
You have a potion of beach speak.
No.
Oh, you want
I'm
to
asking
make one?
if he has. I'm asking if he has something that lets me comprehend languages.
Says it will take you a day to brew, but yes, of course.
Maybe you can just ask him to explain his notes.
That would be good. Yes.
That would require a lifetime. How long you got?
Well, considering my lifetime might end in the next few days,
Like I said, stay down here where it's safe.
and again, I don't want everyone to die up there.
I don't care. Down here,
And
I
we're
am
the
king.
And we're the heartless ones. Got it.
I have my booze. I have my lovely wife. I have my safety. All the food I could eat. What more is there? You could be one of my subjects. Stay here. You have a knack for alchemy, do you not? He's like, tell me about this potion of glibness.
Yes, it was improvised.
Well done.
I improvise a lot.
Is that a hint of
It's-
swamp water?
No, not that one.
Oh,
This one.
this one. Okay.
I like lift up the bravery potion. This one has the swamp water.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's like very casual about it.
It's literally, by the way, if you hadn't noticed, right, they have some quirks about them. Yeah.
Oh God, it's cantaloupe at Elks. This is great.
You're meeting royalty, like classic old school royalty.
Yep. Well, can you give
Maybe
me a cliff
he
note
has-
in a bunch of notes? Do you have any potions in here that could be helpful for fighting fire?
Why would you
Oh.
want to fight fire? You sound just like my son, all full of spit and vinegar. Misty kind of excuses herself and
we
goes into the
want
library.
We kind of want the islanders to live. Your son has a heart.
So
He's an adventurous sort.
they're already agreeing to help us. Why don't you just ask what potions he has in stock?
Yes. Well, what do you have? That's the question. I cannot for fashion, so anything that helps with that might not be what I'm looking for. Just sorry.
He says if you stay here, we can make potions till the sun sets. Stay here then for a while. Let us make potions. What do you have in mind? He like opens up his book, right? He says, "What do you desire?"
Oh, the big book.
Huge book.
Hmm.
Would you like to be as strong as a yak?
I'm already halfway there.
Yak strength.
Yak strength. What is that? Like a D20 plus a D20? just like I roll 3 dice for my talents, and they're all D20s. I'd be really good, actually.
Says, well, that's actually not a bad idea. Your strength
Yeah,
is currently
My
D12.
body is
It
D12.
would
My
be an
talents are a
upgraded
D20.
dice. It'd be an upgraded dice.
An upgraded dice for the body, so that'd be 2
Says,
D20s.
would you
for my
like a
talents,
potion of
would be really good.
healing?
I have
many
plenty of those, and I'm
potions.
horrible at making those.
Do you?
I've made several, and I'm terrible with all of them.
You have
None of them.
3 potions of healing.
Yeah, I've made like over the course of this adventure before half of them got burned. I made like 5 more, and they all healed like 1.
He says, may I suggest a secret ingredient? A superior healing potion.
What do you have anything that's already made that could be?
No, we would have to
useful
make
that I can
it.
Purchase?
Do you think I just make potions and keep them on tab? Of course not. What fool would do that?
Businessman.
Do I look like a businessman to you?
Considering the first thing you did when you tried to talk to me was try to sell me something, I'd assume so.
Yeah, those are our silk. This is my personal craft. This is my personal private chambers. Don't forget, you auto-succeed, so you got access to all this stuff. So like, they open the doors for you. Literally open the doors for you. So you're seeing what they do on the side, too. This is like a hobby, right? So what they do is manufacturing silks and stuff like that. You're seeing the royal gardens. Butters is literally walking in the royal gardens. You are seeing King Wildhoof's personal alchemy. He seems to have a lot of booze. These are not potions.
A lot of booze.
Yeah, he seems to have a lot of wines, a lot of alcohol, a lot of spirits.
That would be the opposite of helpful against fire.
He's not necessarily making potions, right? He's dabbing
Acid
in
would be
them.
good against the metal ponies. Acid would be good.
He says, acid, interesting. We need to distill some stuff in order to do that. Is that what you're wanting to make?
Yeah, with him helping, there'd be like a double order of acid, which would be really good against the
Well, I
metal
don't
ponies.
think
Something
you
to
can get better than
something to corrode metal.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like a double order. Like he's making some, I'm making some.
You literally have you have alchemy, which is a die 6, and then you have a mind, which is a die 20. So you
And he
with
probably
them,
has like a D20 alchemy.
you will get an upgrade D6, so that'll be a D8 and then a D20. Is that what you're wanting to do? You're wanting to make acid.
Sure, let's
Okay.
see if I can make a decent amount of acid. Something to corrode like the kind of metal ponies are made of.
You guys didn't roll very well. You rolled a 2 and a 5, so it's the 5. You
Monka
succeeded,
ass.
but you didn't crit. You gain 3 bottles of acid.
That'll be useful against the metal ponies. Like something that the metal ponies are weak to, so we can just annihilate them.
Excellent. 3
They're cliff notes, but they're still there, so wrecking them would be.
acid. That is your time with the elk. It will take you this entire day to do this. We turn to Butters. You are walking in the gardens with Queen Starchaser. And she says, this is our gardens, our underground gardens. What is it that you are looking for down here? And what was your name? I don't think we were properly introduced.
Butters, and he points to his cutie mark.
She seems to have like a crown above her head, right? Single jewel ruby She says, "It is an honor to meet you, Butters." She does not have a rack or anything like that. She has blue eyes, and she seems to sniff the flowers that are around her. What is it that you seek, Butters?
He looks for the biggest flower there.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a mind. Sure. The DM does not help you. What is the biggest flower here, Butters? He rolled a 2, just to be clear. He didn't fail. He didn't succeed. But he's just like, flower. Pluck. What flower do you pluck?
He doesn't pluck a flower because that would be rude. He just wanders through the garden.
According to Google, the
Nope.
largest flower.
Shh.
No, would literally be Butters because he doesn't know anything about plants.
Right.
He thinks he does, but he doesn't. So he's literally just wandering through looking for the largest plant.
Mm-hmm. So what does he pick? It's clearly not the largest.
He will pick a purple flower because he likes purple.
Violets. You pluck a violet. A violet is not very large. It's actually maybe the size of a dime. Maybe a little larger. Maybe a quarter. Maybe. And she says, "Oh, a wise choice. That's where some dyes are created from. A noble color indeed." Purple.
Butters puts it in his afro hair.
Indeed, it is a noble.
He spends the rest of his time looking at the contraption they have created with the mirrors. He's very curious about.
Roll me a mind. You'll have an upgraded dice because you have Tinker. This actually goes some cool inside with it. Nope, you don't figure it out. Light bounces from one thing to another, but you're not quite sure how that works. The illusion of light. Clearly, these elks are far superior than your tinkering capabilities.
Would it be appropriate for me to roll my tinker ability as well with that, since it does have a die value to it?
Yes. Why not?
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. You thought you figured it out. Nope. You rolled a 2 after you rolled a 6. So yeah, these elks are far superior in their tinkering abilities than you are, Butters. You're not quite sure how that works.
Also, I
But you think
googled
you
largest flower, and Jesus Christ, there are some big flowers.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. But don't
Rafflesia arnoldi, 3 feet across.
Oh, the stinking one, the was it the rotten meat one? Yeah.
I don't know, but it can be 3 feet across.
Yeah.
No, that's not the corpse flower.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Rafflesia
suggest picking that
arnoldi.
one. I pluck off the corpse flower and hand it to her, or stick it in my afro. I smell like rotten meat.
He thanks the queen and offers for her to walk with him as he walks over towards where the others are.
She nods in appreciation and says the flower is a gift. Do you desire anything else?
It is the corpse lily that I found out. That is an incorrect image.
He's admiring some of the fabrics that they make. He's starting to think that maybe a new clown outfit would fit him just fine.
her eyes lighten up as you suggest making a new clown outfit. She says, "What are you thinking
Oh
about?"
God. You're about to be Pennywise.
Butters,
Go full Pennywise, Butters. We know you want to do it.
No.
he kind of shrugs. He doesn't really know what to go for. He hasn't really had a clown outfit before. It's always just been the makeup.
She asks, she's like, "Why do you wear that makeup?"
He sighs and he puts his hooves up to his mouth to force a smile, and then it drops. Then he points it to. He does it to make people smile.
She lowers her voice and she says, "You will face something soon. You will have to face what makes you sad. Think about this. Think about what makes you happy, Butters. And hold that close to your heart. Do not fall into despair." I think that's when we get like a rumble, right? In the distance.
We almost drop our ass forward, but we barely catch it.
Yep. Misty comes out with a book. And she says, "Master King Wildhoof, may I have this book?" And he like looks at it. He says, "Interesting choice." She
What
kind
book
of
is
gives that fake, is she smiling, is she not smiling? She puts the book in her inventory.
What
Butters.
What's the book? Can I read it?
Dropping the acid. Wait, what's the book? What's the book?
No. Just like
That's why it
sideways
didn't do
glance
so
on-
good. The acid vials drop on the ground.
No. It's just like it's just like the occasional like she walks in with like a sideways glance, because of course you do when someone walks into a room while you're doing something. Like she's lifting a book as she enters the room and giving me like a little glance while I'm doing my shit.
Okay.
I could probably catch a glimpse of the title.
Would you like to roll? Well, I'll roll it for you. It's a mind check.
Sure, why not?
Rolled an
Just, like,
18.
glance for a second. Yeah, just like look for a second, look back. Okay.
It appears to be some sort of census.
Hmm.
An ancient census.
Mm-hmm.
Butters sighs and nods to the queen and lets her do her thing if she's willing, because Butters doesn't really know what he wants to do. Something bright, something floppy.
Interesting. Butters, you obtain a fancy clown outfit as she begins to ornament and decorate you. Elk style.
Random thought, Butters. You need to make something that is like basically a machine gun drone, because I have so many bits and you can trigger happiness.
Actually, she gives
We
you an
are
update.
also in a
Wait. She gives you an update, Butters. She gives you an acrobats outfit.
It's an acrobatics outfit, not a clown outfit.
Not a clown outfit. Nope, it's an acrobatics.
It's like both. Acrobat outfits are pretty similar to clown outfits, like at least the Dokapon one.
There we go. Yep. You get an acrobats outfit. Fancy acrobats outfit. Because elks don't do clowns. It's not fancy enough. It's not clearly fancy. Acrobats, that would be. Yep. Something to fit within your style, I believe. Yep. Perfect.
Something like this in Discord, basically. That's what I'm picturing. But ponyfied.
Give me a
I
second
feel like
to see
that's
what
more
it is.
jester.
No, it's not a gesture.
the-
Just to be clear, it's not a gesture.
That's the acrobat outfit in Dokapon Kingdom.
No, that's more clown. It's clearly clown. It's French style clown. This is acrobats. Yep. Okay. Is anybody doing anything else? Night approaches, and they say you should stay here. Stay here with us, where you will be safe. Misty's like, I'm sorry, but thank you for your hospitality. We must go now. King Wildhoof says, I have one more request before you leave. Do not speak to anyone of this place.
Butters nods and he joins Misty.
Do you agree, Silver?
What was that?
To tell no one of this place.
Oh, of course.
Okay, you agree to it as well. Promise to keep Elf City secret. Oak City secret. Awesome. We return back to the overland map. Everybody get 1 point of stamina back, as it is a brand new day. You guys didn't have to roll because you guys were in a safe place. I will mark on the map where the Elk City is. By the way, you did not explore everything within the Elk City. They showed you some key sites, but they didn't show you everything. Once again, fire keeps growing. It's a brand new day. Yeah, Elk City. What do you guys do?
Let's keep going. Wait. Nighttime, right?
No, you guys didn't have to roll night. It was a
All right.
perfectly safe location. Nothing terrible could happen to you there.
Well, day navigation.
And real Butters navigation.
Yep. Roll it. You're fine. And silver. Boom. $10. You guys are fine. It's a
All
brand
right.
new day. Where are you guys going? Go ahead and move yourselves, Butters. To the north, to the
Let's make
south.
some kind of like a flash freeze potion. Some icy stuff, ice and water mixture to help with the fire creatures, help Misty targets, I guess.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me that alchemy, I guess. Currently at 30 HP out of 32.
Yay.
You got a natural 20. It's a dice
Hell
6.
yeah!
You only got one.
Well, I feel like the natural 20, I should like roll another d4.
No, you got a D6. You got an upgraded die.
Oh, monka.
I still rolled a 6.
Well, we have one flash freeze.
All right. One flash freeze. And what are you doing, Butters? You are literally one day away from the wildfires of the main party. What is Butters and Butters doing?
Real Butters is just worrying about navigation. Fake Butters is going to talk with Misty.
Sure. What is it that you
He's
talk
one.
about?
He's wondering if she knows of anyone who might come to her.
She says, I've been asleep for a long time. Perhaps there are others, you may ask. She gestures to Firefox.
He goes over to Firefox and asks the same thing.
Roll me a charm. Get wrecked. Try to beat that 15. Firefox says that Silver promised peace. You want to fight him with an army? That makes no sense to me. I thought you were trying to make friends, not enemies.
It's easier to make friends if you have more friends to help.
True. Friends don't put other friends in danger. You did not succeed that roll, just to be clear. Yeah, okay. All right. Anything else until the wildfires get to you? I need both
Nope.
Silver and Butters to roll me mind. Straight up.
I'm
mind.
sorry. Mine?
Yep. Nope.
Fake Butters, right?
Fake Butters. Yep. Nope. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Something is going to happen that night, but you guys are not aware. In the distance, we see the volcanoes erupting. Do we have Silver with us?
I cannot roll.
I know. I
So
rolled
what
for
did
you.
you
You
roll?
rolled a 9.
Okay.
You're not quite
9.
sure what's going to happen. What are you guys doing that night?
Sleep. Sleep.
Roll that navigation.
Okay.
Navigation. Where are you, navigation? There you are. Rolled a 6 and 5. Everybody's fine. It is a brand new day. Fire moves 1. Everybody gets
Navigation.
1 point. There's no navigation. You automatically fail.
Oh boy.
Stuff happens as fire's flames reach you. Okay. So it begins. Those wildfires
what
that I
we're
was talking
going
about? No, not yet. Those fires I talked was approaching you. Those weren't fires. Those were fire minions, fire beasts.
Yep.
This is where we leave off. Go ahead and place yourselves anywhere you like on this map. I'll copy and paste you guys into it. And that's when the fires reach you. Top of the pit. Nope. In the next episode, we will begin with combat. And this is where we're going to leave this episode.
Oh boy.
Yes. You guys are, you guys got quite a force.
Silver
ain't small.
Silver would have, like, once he noticed that it's actually not fire and probably like the creatures of fire, he'd like try to get people into like a guerrilla tactics formation, just like spread out so we can surprise the enemy, but that's probably not gonna work. So head on fighting, yeah.
Pretty much.
Damn you, persistent allies.
So, tell me how this camp's set up as the flames finally reach you.
Well, once I would notice that the fire is actually not fire, but it's Fire's minions, he would, I would try to herd the other party members into, like, taking places, hiding around the, like, decent hiding spots, so we can, guerrilla tactics, surprise, outmaneuver, and then beat them.
He's saying it's too late for that. We're literally surrounded in a circle of.
Double fun.
I mean, it's literally a wall of fire coming towards you.
Butters has the ponies take up position. I'm sure Jangle alerts the party that the flame is.
Oh, yeah. You guys have seen this
So-
fire coming for a long time. This is not
We
a surprise.
take up- Defensive perimeter.
Yep.
The woods around you begin to burn and ignite. This is not some normal forest fire. No, it's something much worse. And this is when we're going to leave this episode. The company encircled by fire and several fire creatures popping out of the fires. Not very large, they're just pony size, but there are many of them.
Yep. Time to flash freeze everything with one bottle.
Good luck. I wish you guys good luck.
We will need it.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
We have the goddess of ice on our side, so here's
Yeah,
hoping Elsa
yeah.
Pony can help.
Everything's fine.
Come on, Elsa Horse, let's do this.
Everything's fine.
Monka S.
So these are the fire creatures. You notice them to be like little candle flames. I mentioned them earlier.
Yep, the will-o'-the-wisps.
Yep. We will see you folks in the next episode. Bye.
See ya.